Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hadn't checked my mic yet. Yeah, it works. Tell me if it doesn't. But anyway, hey, I hope you're doing great this morning. We've got mostly cloudy skies. We've got another chance for some rain today. Nothing like what we saw yesterday. And today it'll be more hit and miss. Maybe a 30% chance of picking up a shower or thunder shower this afternoon. And high temperatures, got to love this, 88 degrees for a high. And I see really nice weather on the horizon. We'll talk about that coming up. And I'll tell you why the weather's going to get kind of nice on us. You know, I mean, for one thing, we're in September now, so that helps a little bit, you know, but with a pronounced northeasterly wind, things are going to get really nice around here, I think. Okay, so temperature outside, 78. That is it. Of course, that's the 11 o'clock observation. By the time we get to noon, we'll probably be about 81 or so. Look at the record low, 56 set back on this date. Back in 1974, we're at that time of the year where we can start to see lows in the 50s and 60s. Record high though, oh my goodness, back in 2000 it was 109 on this date. All right, so I want to say hi to some folks already. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Any more rain? Yeah, we've got a chance, but it'll be a little spotty today. And then tomorrow, about a 20% chance. And then Friday, maybe the slimmest of slim chances, and then we really dry out over the weekend and early next week, and I think that is going to make a difference in our 14-day forecast. All right, let's see. Here's our joke for the day from David Bellis. I just bought a quicksand factory, but a few minutes ago, the deal fell through. Very good, David. Fell through the sand. I like that. Always coming out with a good one. All right, out there this morning we have some clouds. It'll be a mostly cloudy day today. We're going to start to see a few breaks of some sun. Temperatures this afternoon I think will top out in the upper 80s and around 88, somewhere around there. And temperatures this evening will be in the 80s. Let's see about rain right now. Yeah, we've got a few showers showing up. You'll notice that when over the last several hours, that rain as it starts to move toward San Antonio, kind of dissipates a little bit. The best places to pick up showers today are going to be to the south, down to the south and east, and some of the rain along the southern and southeastern counties, down along the coast. Some of the rain is going to be heavy today. That's why there continues to be a flood watch for Cotulla, Tilden, also down towards Victoria. And you can see that heavy rainfall, it looks like, between, let's say, Rockport and Port Lavaca. Coming down pretty good, just kind of north of Corpus Christi there. All right, so here's our setup. Here's what's going on at the surface. We've got a surface front. As soon as the map comes up, we've got a stationary frontal boundary that's down to our south, okay? That frontal boundary was closer to us yesterday, and so that gave us really good chance for rain. Well, the front is to the south, and I'm going to have to move my areas of low pressure over a little bit. You can see what's happening by the little swirl in the atmosphere. That's where there's an area of low pressure in the western portions of the Gulf of Mexico. So that's one of the reasons why I think the weather is going to get really nice here as we head into the weekend and the first part of next week, is I think this area of low pressure in one way or another is going to persist. Now, is there a chance that this could develop into a tropical cyclone? Yes, there is, but the National Hurricane Center is not too excited about it. I'm not very excited about it developing. There's a little bit of some wind shear, but what I think is going to happen is that we'll see just a prolonged area of low pressure in the western Gulf, and that will keep us with a northeasterly wind. Okay, so that's A. Here's B. Here's why today our rain chances are coming way down. Not only is that frontal boundary to our south, but in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, we've got a ridge of high pressure that's close to Albuquerque. And so the winds in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere are becoming more out of the north, and that's having a drying trend. And I think that drying trend is going to continue as we head into the next several days. You can probably see it better here by the graph. This map that I'm going to show you here, again, with those northerly winds continuing in the lower and the mid part of the atmosphere, it's just going to keep us drying out. Can you see those northerly winds coming in? And that's going to continue into the early portions of next week and through mid next week. And as long as that happens, then I see our temperatures staying for highs in the afternoon with lots of sunshine in the low to mid 90s, and I see the lows in the morning down into the 60s, which is really, really nice. Okay, so let's take a look at the tropics and what the National Hurricane Center has for us. There's a few areas that we'll have to watch. One is in the Bay of Campeche. They don't even have really an area to watch in the Western Gulf, but I would kind of add that as an area to watch as well. And because of a disturbance, tropical wave that's in the Caribbean, as it moves into the Yucatan and the southern portions of the Gulf of Mexico, the Bay of Campeche over the next 7 days, they've got a 30% chance there. A couple of areas that are way out in the Atlantic with a 30% chance there. None of these areas really have a great chance of development. And right now, I just don't see anything that's going to really be affecting the Gulf of Mexico, or I shouldn't say that, the southern Texas Gulf of Mexico. I just don't see anything that's going to be affecting our Texas coast anytime soon. So as we head into the forecast for the next several days, highs today I think will be in the upper 80s, about 88 degrees or so. And with that, see that northeasterly wind right there? With surface winds out of the north and east, looks like we're just going to continue to have nice weather. Once we get through today, we'll see more sunshine tomorrow and over the weekend and into the first part of next week. All right, let's just go right to the 14-day forecast. Let me show you what's happening. Now, I'm going to have to update this. This is not totally updated. I'm in the process of updating it. One thing is there were no impact days over the next 14. Today, yes, we've got a chance for some showers and a thunder shower, but about a 30% chance. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s. 20% chance Thursday. I'm going to take that Friday down to about a 10% chance. Over the weekend, anywhere from 90 to 92, but low temperatures in the 60s. I think Sunday morning, 68. Monday morning, maybe mid-60s, 66, something like that. Tuesday morning, 67, and really dry with dew points dropping down into the 40s and 50s. So really nice. Right into the mid part of next week. High temperatures stay below average, and we may have a tendency to warm up as we head towards the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th, but I just see some nice weather headed our way. And by the way, on rainfall, we've picked up 21.5 inches so far this year. We're doing really well. We've already picked up 1.5 inches or pretty close to it officially at the airport for the month, and we're only 2 days in. So rainfall, we're doing pretty good. We're going to have looks like a prolonged area of dry weather as we head into the latter part of the weekend and into Monday and Tuesday. And by the way, I put a little dry symbol there for Sunday and Monday because I think those dew points, they could even drop into the upper 40s, I think 50s, so it's going to feel really, really nice. Okay, answering a few questions real quick. Jeanette, so when will it start getting cooler? Okay, I got the 14-day up there right now. You know, this time of the year in September, it usually works out this way. Is the high temperatures stay in the 90s, but you know, this time of the year, our average high, I believe, is 93. So just a little bit below average, but the highs will stay high. But when we start to dry out, the way you know it is in the morning low temperatures, instead of being in the upper 70s and close to 80, they start dropping into the 60s. And so just trust me, as we head into the latter part of the weekend and next week, you're going to notice it, and it's going to feel quite nice. Mary, thank you. Appreciate you streaming with us. And Terry, let's see. Hey, you saw the news van in Live Oak. Well, Terry, if they're not really, really busy, next time just say hi. And again, we appreciate everybody viewing and streaming with us. We really do. And it looks like we're headed to some really nice weather this weekend and first part of next week. You know, what's kind of interesting is this is the first weekend of the NFL. Some of you probably don't care, but first weekend of the NFL, and it's going to kind of feel like football season, kind of. So anyway, again, thanks for streaming with us. Hope you have a great Wednesday, and I've got the noon show coming up, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. All right, take it easy. We'll see you later.